All right, hello, you guys. It is the Pretty Preacher here, and I was coming because I was just inspired by by yet another video that I watched just a few moments ago. I have not even completed the video, but there was a point in the video that one of the minister's wives brought up that I wanted to come and kind of talk about a little bit. I really want to first pose a question to whomever will become my audience. Um, and so the question is, as a servant to the people and of the people, and really as servant of God, which those are synonymous, how do you feel about the public being made aware of what would be known as intimate information about you and your spouse, as far as maybe how you guys got together? Were you married prior to having sexual intercourse or what have you? Like, how did you guys get together? What are your stances on the subject matter? So I'm going to share mine with you guys, since I am the one asking this question based upon this information that was disseminated through a video. So I'm going to go back to I'm going to talk about the video really, really quickly, just in case you guys want to go watch it yourselves. The video is the preachers. Shoot, what is it? I want to say it's like the Preachers of LA or something like that. It was their reunion show. So I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it was a reunion show. I don't even really watch. Let me just be direct. I do not watch the show. I tried to get into it when it first came out. I kind of couldn't. So I stopped and I haven't watched it or even really looked or paid attention to anything until today. Today I come across the video and I'm just like, let me click on it, let me watch. And a few minutes into the video, one of the ladies, the Bishop Noel Jones's wife, made a statement about how church people they feel as if they are owed information and explanation about how a man and wife have come together and things of that nature. And so it got my mind to going. Okay. And let me be clear and say this right now too. I am a Libra rising. What that might look like is that I'm a person that tends to hear, and even if I don't hear them, like I can hear different sides or, opposing sides of an argument, and I can make judgments based upon those, and also according to whatever rule of thumb or whatever law that we have in place. And I also tend to go back and forth within myself. So even if I'm not in the presence of other people and being a mediator, I, within my own brain, do this going back and forth. So with that disclaimer, I'm going to tell you guys what I was considering when I heard it. There was a part of me that, with the society that we have grown up in with now, and also possibly understanding the need for boundaries of personal space and sanctity and things of that nature, there's a part of me that can understand what she's talking about. However, the other mind was saying, hold on now, because wait a minute. Seeing as how we are to be a people based upon biblical principles, what I know is that a long time ago, it used to be communal and community knowledge on who slept with who. The number one reason for that was because of, oh my God, genealogy. It was also because of like for the purpose of keeping sons and daughters of Zion pure. So yes, your mom, not only your mom and your dad knew who and when, because it was a matter of purity, a matter of honor. Not only did they know, um, they were usually around. They may not have been in the room, no, but they were around and on the premises when the very act of consummating a marriage even happened. And I know that some people are going to be like, okay, Jude, but we're in 2024. But what I'm trying to say is this is part of the reason, if you ask me, for so much disorder and people hopping in and out of bed with each other and just running amok and doing all manner of shenanigans because people don't know the business. That is, I genuinely feel that because people operate and they operate under the guise of ignorance or darkness for that matter, this is the reason why people can get away with so many things. Now, don't get me wrong, because then that would indicate that basically, or that would allude to the fact that maybe everybody is operating in darkness or in secrecy. And that may not be the case. It just may be, it's not public knowledge, but those who are important to each couple are in fact aware of when they did whatever they did. But I need us to understand and to absolutely acknowledge the fact that there was a time when, yes, the community knew who was who and who did what and when, because it was a matter of the sanctity of marriage. It was a matter of knowing whether or not a child was a bastard and whether or not a child absolutely had a father or a mother in Israel. And seeing as how we were always supposed to be keeping these ordinances and we were supposed to keep these practices and they were a part of cultural practices, I would say, if that's the case, because the church is the people, I would say that it is people's business to know how you guys got together, especially if you are in a position of prominence, if you're in a position of authority, if you are their pastor and therefore their pastor's wife, because it points to your own compass, your moral compass. Are you keeping are you keeping the laws of God? Like, are you being in alignment with the creator that you say you serve? Who is your God type stuff? Like, it could go there. It could go there. Um, I have to say this because I think that this is important. There was a law that stated, and this was the reason why it was so necessary for everybody in the community to know what was going on, because if a person passed away or if a person died, there was a kinsman redeemer. So there was somebody in the family who was going to be next in line to potentially take on the responsibility and the care and the nurture and the provision of the woman. And if that guy chose not to do that, then it went on to the next person. But that conversation, that scenario was brought to the elders of the community. And not only to the elders of the community, but when it was time to make a ruling, when it was time to make a judgment, that was not something that was held just between the upper echelon. That was something that the whole community, those who could be in attendance, were a part of, because they were called to witness it. Yeah, it was eyes on that thing, and more than just two. Although the word says in the eyes of two or three witnesses, or in the mouth, by the mouth of two or three witnesses, let a matter be established. So yes, it could have just been a matter of two or three other people around. That's true. But I'm simply stating that there was a time that there was communal involvement. So The church, it's the same thing, because preachers and pastors are around here creating and curating community. Yes, it is your it's in yes. 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 If I was judging as I am sitting in that seat right now, I would say that it is your community, your church members. It is their right to know, were you guys operating in the ramifications of the Most High when you came together? Because that denotes the type of leadership that they are under, that they're subjecting themselves to. I would say that it does matter. It does. It absolutely does. So that's my take on it. I already posed this question to all of my potential viewers. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Um, if you have your own references and your own reasons, please be sure to cite them in your responses if at all possible. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to my thoughts on the matter. Yeah. I really do think that there is, and has been for quite some time, um, there's been a lawlessness within the people. And it doesn't matter what denomination you're a part of, there's lawlessness running rampant in all the sects, sects, in all of the sects of the church. There's lawlessness. There is. So, at any rate, these are my thoughts. I'm no longer in the church like that. I desire to go, but baby, these eyes be seeing entirely too much, baby. And then on top of that, people don't want to hear about the law anymore. They think that the law is over, that it's been nailed to the cross. So I can't even have a conversation with them about something that their Messiah literally said wasn't done away with. There are certain conversations we just can't even much have because of certain doctrines of men. So if you are led or so inclined, go ahead and leave your comments. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time that you're seeing me or coming across my content and you enjoy the conversation, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you do not miss when I come on, whether it's live eventually, which we're hoping to get to that place, or if you're just, seeing a video. I don't want you to miss anything. Okay, that has been, I'm signing off. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together to bring balance and harmony first within ourselves and then within our world. Good night, you guys.